Now, we've completed the structural model as far as I want to complete it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up the architectural model, and we're going to link in the structural model into this. Now, we need to do a little bit of prep work before we do that linking. VV on the keyboard will bring you into here, and where you'll find what we're looking for, which is the project base point and the survey point. Make sure that those two are checked on. So they're on by default in the site plan, but nowhere else. So if you need those in elevation sections or plans, you've got to switch them on. Now let's just take a look at each one of these. So I'm going to tab. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky to select. So I'm tabbing through, and when it turns color, I select it. So this one is set at an elevation of 0. It'll always stay at 0. East, west, north, south at 0, 0. Okay, and our little paperclip is turned off there as well. Okay. Now we'll come up to our project base point. Alright, so selected that one, and the angle to true north is 0, which is what it should be because our building is directly south facing. The elevation is set at 36,500, and I did that in the previous video with you and showed you how to do that. And just take note of the easting and the northing here. Just write those down on a piece of paper. Okay. We're going to import this in project base point to project base point, and sometimes it goes a little bit askew. As to why, I don't know. It can do, but there's a way of rectifying it. That's what we're going to do now. So that's, double check all of those things and make sure that they're good, and just take note of the eastings and northings. Right, I'll come across to the architectural plan. Now we need to do a little bit of work on this one first as well. So you can see down here that our project base point, our survey point are at 0, 0, 0, and on the z-axis they're at 0 there as well. All right. If I come over to an east elevation, we've got some levels set up here. Now, if you remember, we have our levels set here. I'll go to the east elevation. So I'm just going to reproduce these over on this side here, right? So ground level is at 36,500. All right, so let's go back to our architectural plan and the east elevation there. Now, what's the quick way to do this is to go and turn on the project base point as we did before, right? So let's select it. Let's put the elevation up there to 36,500. Okay, it's gone up there. And what we're going to do then is, you can see that that's minus 36 now. So I'll just pick this one here, and that will be 0. Okay, and this one will be at the first floor plan. Okay, moving on up. What I'll do actually is that I'll just undo that for the moment. And I'm going to take those 4 levels and just move them there and up. 36500. Okay. Now, so the ground level should be up there set at 0. And you know, to change that, you can select it, go into the edit type, into the project base point elevation level, change it to the survey point, and that'll update that one there. Let's update the others as well. Now I'm going to delete this one. Okay, I'm just going to delete that one, and I'm going to delete this one. All right, just for the moment. That one is, I'll just pull that through here for the moment there as well. Now let me go over to the north elevation and just check out things here. Okay, so just for the moment, because I'm going to be bringing the grids through from the structural model. So I might be able to delete these at another point. No, through there. Okay. Tricky little boogers all the time. No. Right. Okay, something like that there. Leave these two. That's your wall section, your building section. Leave those in there for the moment. If you move them out, you will lose the sub folders in there. So don't do that just yet. Right. That's that one, and that's this one. Okay, and let's just double check that. All at zeros here. Right. Now back to my ground floor plan. In fact, I'm going to go into the site plan. Right, and I'm going to insert the structural plan in there now. Now to do that, I need to close it down. So I'll do that. It's gone. Probably should have done a synchronize with central before I close that down, but however, insert Revit link. Now it's a cloud model that you're looking for here. All right, so I'm in my cloud models here. Okay, there it is there. And project files here, and it's the structural one I want to bring in, and I've got several options here. So auto center to center, internal origin to internal origin, by shared coordinates, by project base. I'm going to bring it in internal origin to internal origin, and let's see how that does for us. Now the internal origin should be 0, 0, 0. Okay. All right, that's looking interesting there now. Let's just do a quick 3D. Okay, so, and you can see that the structural model comes in as a full block of information, like so. Let's go back into the ground level here, and let's come in there as well. All right. Now, what we can do is pick our project base point here. Or we can acquire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to manage here, and in the project location section you've got acquire coordinates. Now let's just read these. So the origin of the linked project, that's the structural one, shared coordinates become the origin of the host project coordinates. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to acquire from the structural one. Okay, and and we can just accept all of that. All right, coordinates acquired. Right. Now, so if I select my project base point down here, so I might just switch off the structure for the moment. Just sorry. See if I can select it. Well, look, let's hide that with that element, and then let's hide the. All right. Now, if I go in, and I'm going to tab here again till I get my project base point. Now you can see that we've got this one is correct, right? And if you've written down the other, if you've written down the coordinates, so what we can do is tab. Very annoying the way this works. Escape. Right, let's go again. Tab. Now, so the north thing was 51788.3, I think. 3, and it's gone up here now. And then this one was 16217.5. Okay, now let's turn everything back on and see if we're in the same zone, and I'm kind of thinking that we are, right? Okay, so I've got the two project base points set the same. Now what we're going to do is we're going to collaborate now. We're going to synchronize, centrally synchronize that information up. And it just means now that if we have to relink our structural file, they're on the same coordinate system basically. So we're heading towards shared coordinates, and that's something that I might get David to cover with you, or we will be covering it later on in your BIM module as well. Now, so that is the PDF. Let's hide that. Okay. And default site, shared default site. Okay. So we can just leave all that there for the moment. Now, so once we've got that done, once we've got the structural file in the correct position, we can then start to put in our internal walls and all of that stuff for our architectural file. Now I've picked the I've turned back on the PDF there, and I can move it to the foreground here. Right, and we get to see now I can start to draw in my internal walls. What's the last thing I need to do here possibly is create some levels in here now. Alright, and you can see that the levels that you're seeing here are the levels that have come with the structural file. So if I want to put in some new levels here, okay, and I want this to come up 3600. Level. Okay, so I've got my ground, and what else do we say we're going to put in as a level here? Was the roof level there? Okay, so level 6, and the top up here as well we're going to do. So just get them in rough for the moment. Select edit type, and we'll use the survey point. Okay, so that's 50.2. This one is 45100. That's correct. That one is slightly different because we said we were going to make that finish floor to finish floor 3.6, so I probably should go in and adjust that in the structural file, and I'll do that and show you how to upload that information again. And I've got a top of found which I probably need to adjust here as well. So we're setting up those levels. Let's call this a FFL. Okay, and this will be A or FL roof level, and this will be A or FFL finish roof level, something like that. All right. Now, how do I get these across and into here? We will go into our views and into our plan views, floor plans, and we will select each of those and go update, right? And there should have come down. They'll be in the question marks here. So we'll select each one of those, go down to our whip and our plans, and they're back in place there. Now something along the, I might change the names of those later, something a bit more sensible, but that is basically that. Now, so again, let's save it. Okay, let's synchronize. Now, one of the slight disadvantages of linking in is that we want to create a secondary skin on that um, structural model, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to snap to, but I have a solution to that which I'll show you. But if I want to do any updates on the structural model to bring those into now the shared model environment within the architectural, I need to close down cancel the architectural model. This one here. Now there's my structural. I'm going to go over here. So we said we would change this, right, to 3654100, wasn't it? And let me just double check that. So the distance from here to here should be 3.6. Okay, so we've done that one. I'm coming over here and I'm going to the top of found to this. Okay, and that is the top of pad, we'll call that. Now we will save this and we will synchronize that up. Okay, and we're going to close that one now, and then we're going to open back up our architectural file here. Ground floor plan. Okay, east elevation. Now you can see that they have updated on the structural model, and I don't need to load it back in. It's just it is updated automatically. Right. Now, so I'll start to build the architectural model now that I've got all of that set up.